Yep.
TGV underscore yellow.
Underscore YT.
Underscore YT. Fucking hell, which one is it? What's the stream name? Like, what's the thing?
It's literally just ILR round 3.
ILR round 3. Nothing's coming up. What the fuck's going on?
Phone's like dead, so I can't really do much.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find your YouTube, but like nothing's coming up.
It's TTV underscore underscore YT. Well, as we do get qualified underway, nobody's watching, so it's pointless.
This is a tune.
As Aston Martin is the first one out of the garage.
Yeah, literally nothing's coming up.
Yep. I'm just trying to see if I can do it on my computer.
Hang on, actually.
Are you subscribed?
You put. Don't know. Hang on. Let me go to streams, because then obviously you post it in streams, and you self promo. Is that it?
Commentator stream. There is a channel commentator stream. I'm loading up YouTube now anyway, so I'll be fine. Yeah, I've got it here. Don't worry.
Oh, you've got it.
Yeah.
Alright, son. Yeah, so after this I'll quickly run over and I'll be up.
Yep. Right, link's now in there.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to quickly run and do something quick. I'll literally be like a minute.
Yeah. As we go on board with Malik. My man Malik. As I've never mentioned before, but China is a tricky track to do. I think the conditions are dry. Yeah, should be dry. As the first few people just coming across the line to set times. As we go on board with Malik as he comes down very long straight. This is probably one of the longest straights on the game. As we don't seem to have the current lap time. Oh, it's at the top. Yep, never mind. My bad. As not much is happening at the minute. Sorry about waffling a bit, just trying to sort everything out. Right, that's loading. Okay, that's off. Don't forget, Splinball is pole position at the minute with a 1:33.5. You got much to say, Riley?
Sorry.
But you got much to say about who you think will do well?
Plimble looks quite quick.
Malik.
Obviously, there's his first round.
Yeah, Malik's not far. 10th off.
Malik's not far off as well. Monkey is meant to be quite quick.
Yeah, Monkey's quick. He is on a lap. See what he can. He's probably not gonna.
Those people.
As Monkey is gonna set a lap time of a 1:33.6. As you were saying, he's a quick driver, and it's looking good for Alpine. 1, 2, 3. As we saw last week, both drivers did take each other out. As we see F1 scenario starting his lap in the Haas. As Riley will run you through the lap now.
So scenario around turn 1, nice and clean, walk down into the second gear, into turn 2, it stays in second gear but continues up the gears all the way down to the end of the first sector, and it is a 25.0 dead on.
That's Roman's good pole, by the way.
Now, yeah, Roman goes pole, provisional pole, as now scenario is coming up to a tight and tricky left-right section. Can easily lose a rear on these 2 turns, but it doesn't. Coming into a double left-hander.
As he loses the rear, yeah, wing damage. He's done very well to keep out of the wall.
Just keeps out of the wall. So that's scenario's lap ruined. Sam's still set a lap.
Malik's coming out. Monkey's on a lap, I think.
But the Ferraris are looking really strong right now. No, he's not on a lap anymore. But the Ferraris, continuing their strong pace from last season.
As Sayer's doing what Sayer does, and having a shocking qualifying. He set a lap time of 2 minutes. As he does look quick on his lap.
Final corner. And his time...
Pole by a second.
He is rapid round here.
Half a second.
Yeah, half a second quicker than the Ferrari, so Sayer is a real contender for the race win today, possibly. But he's got to keep those 2 Ferraris who were champions at the end of last season. So
yeah, but Sayer was a driver's champion, don't forget.
Yeah. So we've got 2 we've got 2 champions, 1 constructors and 1 drivers champion in the top 3.
That's Malik's on a lap now, by the way. Oh, he's out lap. I mean, bad.
Velocities was on the lap. Scenarios on the lap. He went 400.
Yeah, we'll still Malik. We'll still Malik as he looks to go. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. That's just people slowing down. As Malik's coming to start his lap. As we know, the Alpines are looking decent here. The car's not the fastest, but Malik's coming into this tricky first few corners. It's usually taken in gear 3, but drivers today seem to be taking it in gear 2. Traction control merchants.
Now he's getting a big toe off of the Red Bull head.
As he is locked up massively there.
Into the final sector.
Scenario could do with a bit of traction control. He is looking to be a bit
slow as he only goes P8.
Yeah, but by looking at it, I don't think he's got any assists. As for Malik, It's coming round. It's a long straight, which is again in the race easy to lose the rear. With one tyre, he just spin, as he comes. This is a long straight. Like you only get DRS halfway down as well, which is a big factor.
Have you seen on the new season of like in real life, some of the circuits they've shortened the DRS or they've like taken it out?
Yeah. No, I ain't seen that. As Malik comes down the final straight to set a lap time of a 1:33.5, which takes him up to 4th position ahead of his teammate Monkey in blue hat. As Jam and Sam are yet to set laps. Yeah, unlucky being P7. Yeah, you never know what could happen in the race. As we go on board with Sam, who looks to be going quick. He's going to set a lap time of a 1:33.026.
To start his lap. Comes round the first turn. Drivers are taking it in second gear. And some of them are on non-traction control, so it's a big surprise that purple gets a little distraction from left-hander, can easily lose the rear but doesn't. Now into long right-hander before the double left. Nice and tidy as he comes towards the end of the second sector, and it's purple second sector, 3 tenths up on his previous time, so right now he's looking at P2 probably, but see if he can gain any more time down this long back straight as comes towards the DRS zone and opens it wide open. No slipstream from the car ahead as he comes to a tight tricky braking point, hairpin. Nice and tidy, gets a good exit and comes to the final corner. Careful on the exit, and he comes across the line, and it's a 1:32.7 P2, 500ths off.
Yeah, it does seem. Yeah, it did seem to he messed that last sector up. It did seem that way because he had a purple
he
1 and 2.
He gained a bit of time, but the firing Red Bulls seem pretty strong around this track today. Alpines P6 and 7. Williams are doing well, P7 and 8.
Yeah. Velocity's having a not so good. Let's ride on board with Velocity as he comes down the big long straight. DRS wide open. Jam Boy has retired from the session. Is that DNF? I'm not too sure.
Most likely, yeah, I think it is actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's lost probably the rear.
Velocity goes wide, loses last corner, P7, luckily not to invalidate his lap.
As we see Sayers in the pits. Yeah, everyone's set a lap, I believe, and there is who we're going to board it. Malik's on his out lap. Velocity's gone about 10 miles wide. Chaz F1's on a lap. No, he's not. Is anyone on a lap? F1 scenarios just come out, I think.
Is Velocity going for a back-to-back lap?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he is. Is he?
Yeah, I think he is. He comes down to the end of the second sector. Oh, he's 7 tenths off, so yeah.
Yeah, he's obviously not.
He's probably just speeding back to the pit lane.
Malik's just started his lap if you want to go on board of Malik.
As it comes round the first turn, and he's again drivers dropping down to second gear.
As there is 3 minutes 30 seconds left of the session.
Turn 3, coming up to turn 4, and towards the end of the first sector, a 700ths above up on his previous time. Comes round to long turn 6, doesn't lose the rear into turn 7, nice and stable on the rear, into turn 8 and 9, keeps it within track limits, coming up towards the end of the second sector, and he's 2/10ths above his previous time. Careful not to lose the rear on this long hairpin, long hairpin. Comes up to the wall towards the DRS detection point, opens it wide open, and there's a car up ahead but isn't really too much of a help for him. Comes up to the tight hairpin, nice apex, a little bit skirmish on the rear as he gets away, comes up to the final turn, keeps within track limits as he comes across the line to set a P5 and a 1:33.1.
But it does look like the Ferrari playing ball is roughly a 10th away from Malik. Sam as well, roughly the same time, and Roman and Saya are just different league. They're just in a different race altogether. Hopefully we see the Williams, the Mercedes and the Alpines fighting for a podium in the race, as they are not massively off podium pace. As there is 1 minute and a half left.
As Roman starts his final flying lap.
Can he go pole? Can Roman go pole? Or will Saya go quicker? Or will someone else go pole? Will Plimbo go pole? Will Malik go pole? Will Velocity go pole? We know he's not putting together a lap, and Chaz F1 does retire from qualifying.
Can Roman pull off a special and get Ferrari P1 in this qualifying? He's 800ths down on his previous time, so he's not gaining anything right now.
As there is 1 minute and a half.
Second sector, he's going to need a really good last sector with the help of the car ahead. But the car ahead seems to be slowing down. Can Roman find anything in this last sector?
He's gone purple.
Down. He's 500ths down now on his previous time.
He's gone purple in the second sector though.
Can he get pole position? Saya, it comes round.
As he's going to get a toe from the Williams, isn't he? Look at that. Look at that toe he's going to get from the Williams. But will the Williams hold him up?
Massive toe from the Williams.
Is the Williams on the lap?
Saya comes across the line, goes quicker.
1:32.2. This is a great end. As qualifying is over, so he will not get another chance. As we go on board with Roman into the last corner, what can he do? He's going to set a lap time of a...
It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, he's going quicker by 0.076. Yeah, not good enough. As Plimbo, can Plimbo take pole?
It takes pole position.
Provisional pole position.
Gets P2.
As Plimbo is coming around the final few corners. What can Plimbo do?
It's not going to be enough, he's only 1/10 up. Yeah.
As he goes second.
P2.
Yeah. Monkey in blue hat still to finish his lap.
Yeah, the Ferrari splits the Red Bulls.
Yeah, Velocity in the Mercedes. What can he do?
Can he get Merc up the grid? Or will it only be enough for P7 as he comes across the line?
P7.
P7.
Monkey in blue hat is the final car to cross the line.
Comes round the
as he goes a bit wide there.
Within track limits.
And still 6. And Sammy Boo. Sammy Boo's on the lap. He's only got 3% ERS though, so could he go? Is he quick? Is he going quicker? Do you reckon? No,
No,
he's backed out.
he's
Yeah,
down.
that's
Yeah, so
qualifying finished.
is on pole position. Plimbull P2, Roman P3, Ferraris splitting the Red Bulls. Sam in P4, Malik P5, Monkey P6, Velocity P7, Luke P8. Good quality for the Williams P8 and P9 with Owain P9, Yeats in P10 and Sammy Bow in P11. So not is an alright for the AlphaTauri.